I'm going to need to update that intro. Going to need to get some rookies in there because we got rookie fever. We're doing the best ball draft today. You are on with the Two Guys, One Pod show. I am ADDI, the UNDERDOG. You can find me at Duck League Champ. And I got my co-host, Scott, here with me. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty excited. Like first week of best ball summer, there's a little bit of extra energy. They dropped 5 or 6 different tournaments so far this week. Pretty much any flavor you want. Sounds like there's a new short form coming out tomorrow with the pug. Less than 10 entries, I think, for that one. Maybe it's 4. And I don't know, just like I got that early buzz, definitely not burnt out this early on. And as you say, we have some rookies to be hyped about. I must be honest, that was the most excited I've been for Bill watching that intro in our entire series together. So I think I finally hopped on the bandwagon, at least based on where he's going.
You're wrong now. Katron Allen's there. Well, before we get started, Scott, on 3, you ready to click enter?
Yeah, let's go. Puppy, 20 seconds.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, hit it. All right.
Yep, good thing I didn't click on 3. Just kidding.
Yeah.
3. Oh, shoot. All right, cool. 3 people to go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, fantastic. We're in the same one for once. All righty. This will be perfect. Well, it has been fun, man. Dude, how did you spend your draft? Because I've been getting that question a lot, and I'm sure you noticed we put out 700 shorts throughout the draft, so that's how I spent my draft. Me and JC were fucking grinding on that. How was your draft?
I was on a run, and I threw ESPN on in my ear. I lost a bunch of bets in a row. Took a couple at the end of the first to make back the worthless money I lost while running. And I mean, it was nice to be done. I think the rookie fever is here, and we'll see who we get in this draft.
Dude, we're back to back
first. Oh, great.
And just so you guys know, this is going to be a double header. We're going to try and get 2 in here. 2 drafts for the price of 1.
Let's go. That's going to be fun. Also, we're going to have so much time to talk between picks, but then when it is our picks, it's going to be dead silent around here.
Perfect conditions for a podcast. Starting out with a lot of quiet noise while we pick Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, right? Like, are you going Bijan or Gibbs here?
I think right now I'm in the Gibbs camp. It's a better offense, right? And with Montgomery gone, you got to give Gibbs larger allocation of the carries. They added Pacheco, who we don't know if his leg will ever recover. Body will ever recover. Let's remember he was a 7th rounder, and we saw something, but we didn't see a ton. So Gibbs is my number 1 for now, despite being slightly behind him in ADP, 1.5 versus 1.6. So they're going half and half.
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning, it was a very clear 1-2 split, and lately it has really shifted into you could justify Gibbs there. I mean, I'm kind of with it, but Brian Robinson, honestly, is probably more competition than Pacheco at this point in their respective careers. Like, I think we should be a little cognizant of that, and that's not to say that I don't feel entirely awesome about getting Bijan at 2.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what Brian Robinson did last year behind McCaffrey, which was nothing. So my bigger fear is the Atlanta offense, but they will play some inferior opponents again, right? Their division continues to stink. So they'll have 8 of those games, and Bijan is so much fun to watch. I mean, I definitely think if this were a redraft league, I would pick Bijan because I enjoy him more. But trying to win, how much is this one for? 100,000 a first?
So, it's something like that.
500,000, or I don't know.
100,000 first. 100,000 for $5. Yeah, what a deal!
I'm just trying to get my reps in right now.
You know a better deal? League Champ. We give out free jerseys for $0, but infinitely better just from a ratio perspective. But yeah, dude, I'm kind of in the same boat there. Like, I don't like to get too sticky into ADP, get too sticky into landing spots or anything. Like, it's about staying level and getting some unique rosters at this point in the offseason.
Yeah, I'm just getting in those fresh reps. My favorite tournaments are the lower entry, higher dollars, and that's what I really want to prioritize this year. But right now, got in some slow puppies, and I also want to take on a ton of eliminators. So that's going to be where a lot of my volume is going to be. But right now, I want to get kind of the motion of the ocean here, one might say. Uh, so you're coming up here. Not too many surprising picks. Achan slid a little bit. Rice was pulled a little early. Brock Bowers, I think the flip between him and McBride is totally on at this point. So
I know, and I'm livid about it because I'm glad I got a lot of shares of Brock Bowers early on. He's on most of my rosters. Like I think I'm at like 30 or 40% at this point. Way overrate, but like, man, I love Bowers at like 24 to 28 where he was going previously. I'm taking McBride though. I still believe in McBride. You got two in a row. How are you feeling here?
I got two in a row. I think at this point, I'm going to take the risk on Neighbors. I do expect him to fall over the course of the summer. Who do I want next?
Scott, always playing it smart with that Q. Veteran drafter right there.
I really like Nico. Something about him going around later, and I find him to be very
You're killing
similar
me.
to who he was last year. I definitely prefer him over Pickens, who is a wide receiver too. I think about Josh Jacobs, and I still really like ETN, but I think I'm gonna go Nico.
Yeah, I've got Nico in a lot of spots here. Like, I'm just trying to get enough pickings to keep it diversified, but like, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm pretty comfortable with him there. I'm gonna take Jacobs here. Like, start out my roster with a Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Trey McBride. Like, that feels safe. That feels like I'm gonna get production from at least 2 out of 3 of those guys. Who are your top 3 so far? Gibbs, Nico, and
And Neighbors.
Neighbors.
So, I mean, what I really needed that Nico pick because you don't know or even expect Neighbors to start the season at this point. As I said, I do think he's going to continue to fade as some of the offseason news comes in, and he is not projected to play for week 1. But the puppy's going to close here, I don't know, at this rate in the next month before training camp even opens. So, yeah, I wanted to solidify my wide receiver core. I did think about Jacobs as well. And I don't know. I'm going to maybe be out of the first 4 rounds with only one running back. I haven't done this a lot of times yet, but this is why we're kind of practicing.
Yeah, you've been kind of the high T drafter. I've kind of like I followed that wake. I've ended up with more RV heavy teams. I feel like I like my lineup more when I'm at like maybe like a 50-50 split, like a little bit more to the running back side. Just because if you don't get one of those like top tier receivers that are going basically between pick 3 and pick 9, then you're going with Nico Collins, George Pickens, Malik Neighbors, or Devontae Smith to Trey or Ted McMillan. Like that's a wide tier. And I'll be honest, I kind of feel like it's a tier. Like I don't feel significantly more confident with Neighbors. Like I feel like you get forced into that pick because the upside is 100% there.
Yeah, and you're playing for weeks 15 through 17, but I'm also giving up a
True.
second round pick who might not play for a while. But I do find there to be a lot of good wide receiver picks out there, especially in the hundreds. And I'm going to work a little strategy here in the 80s that I heard listening to Davis Maddock earlier, considering double tapping QB. But for now, you're about to go, and I'm right behind you. I'm sure we're starring some similar names.
Oh, I think we are. I mean, I can't have Colston Loveland in this draft, which stinks because I'm not going to do the
Oh,
Bears
yeah,
thing. I've
that's
already done
right.
it on so many freaking rosters. Like,
And you have McBride.
truly half my rosters. Yeah, like I have McBride. I gotta get Carson back at the end of this draft because somehow Carson Beck has once again fallen into a fantastic offensive situation.
All right, here you go. Oh, Scadaboo going. Don't love that. He was flagged on my board.
Oh, was he? Okay, see, I'm just not a huge scat guy so far. Lad McConkey's been one that I have just loved at this spot in the draft. I still believe.
Yeah, I started early being in on Lad McConkey and 47. I mean, I think that's an awesome price. I'm definitely going to go with Mr. Loveland here. Being two
Smart
rounds
pick.
later than Brock Bowers just seems like too good of a deal to pass up on. And then
You're gonna end up with the bear stack. I know it.
see, no, I'm actually going to instead go with the Lion stack in this case, to go with Gibbs.
Ooh.
I pulled out all of my NFL shot glasses before the pod today, and the original plan was like, if I have a team that's like heavily one of these teams, I'd take a shot, but I feel like I already owe 2 Lion shots, and it's only the 5th round.
Ah, man, I am between Lamar Jackson and Luther Burden here. I'm gonna take Luther.
Lamar. Oh,
Dude,
okay.
I have a lot of Lamar. I'm with you. Normally I would go Lamar, but I'm gonna try out this roster. Like, I have gone QB as one of the top 7 or 8 QBs on the board in almost every draft I've done. And I don't think that's good process.
Yeah, Lamar is going about I don't know, half a round later than he was last year. I definitely consider him to be the same. They
If not
added a
more.
couple of weapons. You
They
have
added
your wide
Jacoby Lane. Jacoby Lane.
yeah, and Surratt, right? So a couple of good targets.
Yeah, I see. I'm not a huge Surratt guy, but even then, dude, like that's a receiving core, man.
It's better than what they've had.
I never get the way that Lamar is drafted. It never makes sense to me, and it's never the right call because he's always going too late or too early. So I don't know. It's never a bad time to pick him.
Yeah, so far your receivers is like a comeback expectation, year 3 Lad McConkey, and then another hope situation. We kind of saw it one game with Luther Burden. So you're definitely going to need some of your favorite grandfathers as we get later in this draft.
Dude. You know the nice thing about both of those 2 receivers? I have 2 guys that both are walking into target rooms that did not get significant additional target competition. Xavier Thomas, Brenton Thompson, neither of them are going to be a huge part of that opening day lineup. Like, I'm pretty thrilled to have 2 guys that I think will both be cresting around 20, 25% of the target share.
I guess it seems like it's going to be more spread to me, right? You're going to see a lot of passes to the backs. They're going to try and get the ball in Keaton Mitchell's hands. And I mean, you got QJ, you got Trey Harris.
You just started with
you
start with QJ, and you tell me there's competition.
You got to start with the bottom and work your way up. There's just a lot of different mouths that could be fed on that offense, and I don't find there to be a particular superstar amongst that team. But do I think that McConkey could get back to some of those incredible games he had played in his rookie season? Of course. But you could also go Harrison and BTJ later in the draft who have that similar story.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been on the Harrison train early in the offseason. It is not a good train to be on. That is the Chicago red line past 95th and Dan Ryan at like 11 p.m. That is the train you're on if you're in the fantasy streets at this point, this day and age, saying that Marvin Harrison Jr. is still good at football. It is not well received.
This is going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be reaching here on one of my picks. Not thrilled to see Lemon go. Tyson. So we saw the 3 rookies go back to back to back there. You were like getting hopeful that we were going to get one of them.
Yeah, I really needed one of them to fall to me. Now I'm real reliant on the Carson Beck stack. It's looking like. We'll see.
We are in the slop right here. Like, this is just an ugly section. So you had to go Marvin Harrison. Okay.
Yeah, that's the right pick there.
You know what? I'm going to double tap QBs. Let's do it. It's going to give me a ton of freedom later. I'm going with this hero RB style. All right. Well,
for you.
Let's drive.
We're gonna end up with each other's favorite rosters.
Actually, I'm liking how this is shaping up. I'm gonna have to. I still want to go get Goff later, but I'm gonna go Jackson Dart, and then I'm going to take Caleb here and match him
Oh
here with
my.
Loveland.
Jackson Dart there. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Justify that
not
pick.
gonna make it back to me, I don't think. I mean, I'm at the very end, and
No.
when if you're at the end, you gotta reach sometime. And like, do I want to go with Jackson Dart or Dak Prescott? I think I like the upside of Dart. And I have Malik, right? I got to get my stack there.
Yeah.
Like this team does great if Jackson Dart is throwing bombs to Malik Neighbors, who's healthy by the end of the season, and Jameer Gibbs and JMO are doing their thing, and Caleb and Loveland are doing their thing. Like this is a fun start. I'm loving this.
Dude, I don't hate it. I like both of those players. It's a bold call. We'll see if Jackson Dart can still maintain that magic. But to be entirely honest, they did upgrade that offense. They get 2 offensive linemen. They don't bring in a ton of running back competition. Darnell Mooney, I still think can play football. We'll see if he's healthy enough. But like, I'm going to be the first person on every pod saying that Darnell Mooney is one of my favorite late best ball picks. Malachi Fields can certainly play. I don't know. I dig it. My wide receiver room is just fucking gross, man.
Oh my
This
gosh,
is
you definitely had
disgusting.
to take your boy Metcalf. I personally really like Addison in that range,
I
but
do
you're kind
too.
of in this Metcalf Sutton range. All right, I got to turn around and get this this tequila from
Please.
behind me
You have
so I
time.
can get this Detroit Lion shot
I'll
going.
pour myself a shot too. We can do one together. You're going with tequila?
All right, let's see here. Got to get the Lions shot glass. So this is for Jameer Gibbs.
Detroit Lions, future sponsor.
Can't wait.
Okay, who am I to let you drink alone?
Hey, I love it. I got to go for a run later, so this is going to be a fun one today.
Oh my goodness, that's an interesting way
Cheers
to spend your day.
to being
Salute.
on the edge of the draft.
Yeah, to having 11 picks after 5 minutes. Ah,
Cucumber jalapeno, 21 seeds. And my wife doesn't like the flavoring within it. So it's like the one bottle that I can keep around for myself.
my wife actually texted me while we were doing that and said, you know how you always say, who am I to let you drink alone? She said, you can let them drink alone. I give you permission today.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Love that one from Lauren. But we are coming back to our picks here. We've been having fun. This is pretty fun draft, Quack. And we are slowly moving through it. Let's see who's coming up here. Dude, I want to take Harold Fannin. Do I just go the tightest end this draft?
Oh, well, if he's going to fall to you at 95, I definitely think you take him there.
Right?
Is he deserving to fall a little bit because of the added competition from the draft? I mean, I definitely think we're both looking. Let's
I like
see.
Ryder.
Conception.
Don't get me wrong. I like
Concepcion,
Ryder.
never get there.
Yeah,
Man.
see, Concepcion, I think, opens him up. So I'm less worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, you just have more target competition, and this whole BS that Deshaun Watson is winning the battle. To me, this is the time I can bet on Shadur when they keep probably marking down number of games he's going to play.
Right.
Let's get through these picks, and then I'm going to ask. Maybe we can go in on a little underdog bet together.
Oh, I'm down. 100% down on that. You know what? Screw it. Cardinal stack coming at you. Mike
Damn,
Will.
I was really hoping that you were going to go Fannin there, so I could not go Fannin. No, I'm going to not go Fannin because I am going to. I really like Blake Corum, especially at this spot in the draft, 99. He was playing 50% of the time last year, and I think he's only going to get better. And then this is a great spot to grab Laporta. I'm going to sacrifice going for Goff and hope the Amon-Ra drafter doesn't want him, or I can come back and I can get Nico later. So right now I'm kind of trying to own the Detroit offense and take more shots. I think that must be the reasoning for that decision.
Yeah. I mean, I went with J.K. Dobbins there. I just still think he's a good value around pick 100. Like, he is absolutely plummeting with Jonah Coleman going to Denver. And personally, like, I don't trust Sean Payton to actually like utilize rookies the way we expect him to. This draft is going to have me going in with the grossest QB room I've ever had because I know for a fact I'm going to have to get Penix and or no, not Penix, Carson Beck and Jacoby Brissett. So that's going to
Oh
be an
no.
interesting way to end off my
Oh
draft.
no.
But on the bright side, I get to ignore that for like 5 more rounds before I have to come to terms with it.
Jeez, that was gonna be tough because you don't have any others yet. So let's see, what kind of quarterbacks are you looking at? Herbert's
Aaron
gone.
Rodgers.
Oh no, oh no. This is turning into your type of
Aaron
team. Are you gonna have
Rodgers.
4 quarterbacks on this roster? That's not the winning recipe.
I have to have 4 quarterbacks on this roster.
That
That's
is
the
not
only
the
safe move.
winning recipe. Oh boy. Wow,
I'll go
Fannin
3.
is dropping
A-Rod.
like a stone. What is going on?
Dude, that is so weird. At 105? You know,
105. What a
Kyle Pitts is going
steal.
late too. Yeah.
Kyle Pitts went late in this draft too. Yeah. Do we have a QB stank in here?
Dude, it's weird, man. Like I feel like Kyle Pitts's end of last year isn't talked about enough. Like, what an absolutely fantastic way to end his season. He came back. He exists. We all wanted Kyle Pitts to be that guy, and he got to be that guy for a bit. Like, let's embrace it. Let's be in the pit together.
Good one. Good. I like Pitts anywhere. Probably once you get to pick 75 or whatever, it's just flat. So go get your guys. Go scroll to 110, 115 and like pick and choose your 4 out of that. Right now, like available players, QJ just went. You got Bill Krosky, on the board. Wandale, Concepcion, Worthy, a total question mark. I do like Shuck, but he's been creeping higher. Gadsden, Kittle, he might not play half the season. Gainwell, a dead zone running back whose RB1 goes in the top 40 or 50. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of options.
There are. I mean, and you didn't even mention, as Underdog says here, the projected lead back, Chris Rodriguez.
You know, I like Chris Rodriguez at 122 with Tootin going 70 before. At the end of the day, he's still what, a 4th round pick last year, or is he 3rd?
I thought he was 5th.
Okay, 5th. Okay, actually, that was my first.
4th
okay,
or
he's
5th. Yeah.
Wow, that just shows how high that steam has gone. So, I mean, he's going at his ceiling, you'd think, Tootin is. Whereas Rodriguez, if it turns into a 50-50 split or any injury upside, I mean, you got a good value there. I'm thinking about him right here, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, I don't hate that. I'm getting Rashad White a lot more often than I'm going to get Chris Rodriguez.
Tell me you're going Concepcion here. You should hit up Concepcion.
Yeah, I 100% am. I'm back in on Concepcion. I love that spot for him. I think that's perfect. It's exactly where I want him to be at. Like, especially with them getting Denzel Boston too. Like, they're trying to be a passing offense, clearly. So let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, okay, let's see here. So I already know the first pick of mine. Keeping this Houston thing going, especially because that might be my QB3. I can go. I don't like. No, I'm not going to reach for likely. That's gross. I don't have a lot of running back right now. I think I'm going to go with Jonathan Brooks. Ugh. All right. He's been darting up the board. He's up like 30 spots already this week. So
yeah,
I think everyone's
I feel
in.
Like I feel like they're 2 in. I'm going to take Rashad White here. Keep with my priors. We got a question from the chat. The winner of our draft contest, one of the best dynasty minds in the business, Chev GPT. Scott, would you be interested in the arbitrage play if Malachi Fields?
What does that even mean?
I too am wondering that. So the arbitrage play on there, essentially just saying that you would get Malachi Fields there late in the draft. I feel like you would have to be in on Malachi Fields if you're in Jackson Dart, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's only an 18 round draft. So I got to pick kind of who I want here at the end. I could go with like the Chicago number 4. I don't know. Gosh, I haven't even thought that far down yet. Malachi Fields
Yeah,
definitely
and
on the board at the end. Probably over
yeah,
Mooney.
he's available
Sorry,
in round
sorry,
18.
Addison. Probably over
No,
Mooney.
dude. I mean, dude, take him over Darnell Mooney as much as you want. He very well could be better than Mooney, but dude, Mooney has 2 fantasy relevant seasons. How many receivers drafted past the 3rd round can say that? Not too many.
Yeah. Yeah, but has he had like a huge spike, right? I mean, year 3 with Chicago was pretty good, or was it year 2? And
I think
then
it
he
was
had a
year 3.
yeah, he was a little banged up last year.
Yeah. He was great for Atlanta. His first year in Atlanta, fantastic.
I'm kind of like checking out right now. Now you got me thinking about the last round, which is too far. First of all, I'm definitely going to go Theo Johnson on this team. That's going to be my 18th pick. No reason not to.
Chef's gonna love that one. Chef and
Theo
I were
Johnson
arguing about
caught a
Likely.
shit ton of touchdowns last year. I'm going to leave Likely on the board. Let's see. Yeah, because he's
Ooh,
only
maybe I take Stroud here and I just wreck your team.
Oh, get out of here. Why? You don't have anything. He might go before my turn. I don't need him, but oh, come on. Come on. Oh, and Tyrone Tracy, come on. Don't kill me now. I don't have any rookie, but I have second year, so I don't necessarily need anything crazy. I'm definitely going to need more running backs. This is going to be a 6 running back team.
We have Mike Robb on this stream calling me out for some reason. Good to see you, Mike Robb. I'll definitely put your comment on the stream after I make this pick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Who are you going to go?
Yeah, I don't know who I'm going to go with. You know, give me Denzel Boston. I still like him at that spot, and I feel safe about it.
You're building this Cleveland stack. I definitely.
I know I am. All right. You caught me. I'm getting all the shitty QBs. Give them here.
Oh, man. What if Cleveland's semi-decent this year? Their defense is going to be great again. This pick's really worked out for me. CJ Stroud to just go with my Houston thing, and then Tyrone Tracy. I still think he's valued pretty well here. Scottaboo's not going to start the season. Yeah, but come on, it goes with my Giant stack. He belonged on my team.
Shut up. Okay, I'm gonna go Charbonnet here. He might not play too much of the season, but I'm willing to take him as my 5th RB to just close that out and essentially give me that. Here's our comment from Mike Robb. Scott, when Eddie's making picks on the combo stream like last night, how often do you shake your head and hope others think that his takes are only his and don't represent you as a person? Go ahead and answer that.
Well, if you've known Addy for any length of time, you know that Addy's on Addy's time and in his his universe, his parallel universe. So you let him live in that space, and then if you're lucky enough to participate in it, like I get to once a week here, or when we did our pirate radio, you just consider yourself fortunate.
Good recovery.
You consider yourself fortunate.
I love you bringing out the pirate radio on here, dude. I listened to one of those at my bachelor party. That can never see the light of day. That's staying hidden deep in the ground.
Oh,
Jason
man.
showed me that, and I was like, I am burying that in the hole.
Okay, let's see. We still got a ways to go. Okay, good. I'm Owen of a shot here, so I'm gonna take this one because I also have to take another Detroit shot for Laporta.
Oh my.
Good thing we do TBSs around here sometimes, tiny baby shots. As noted, I have to go for a run. Wow, Tesla at 157. This Goff guy must be desperate. Oh, yeah, because he went naked Goff. No wonder he's desperate.
Yeah, for real.
Naked Goff. That's terrible. He's a pocket passer. You shouldn't have been so greedy. You should have let him just fall all the way back to me, and then I wouldn't need Stroud.
See, and that I could have gotten Stroud, and I wouldn't be stuck with Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Arizona's
You don't
quarterbacks.
need Stroud. I know you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do there.
Oh,
Jesus,
I'm
that's
getting all of them. The
murky,
second that
murky.
they are close to being drafted, they're getting on this team.
You
Like
you
Jacoby
cannot.
Brissett here,
You have to
he's
turn
going.
off. You have to turn off your running back tab. You cannot pick another running back for sure.
No, there's no
Oh,
way.
and your receiver tab needs to go off too. You're just picking
Yep.
QBs and one tight end.
QBs
Four
and tight ends.
QBs and one tight end. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
We'll
Yep.
see if it's 4. It
Okay.
depends who goes off. Like if Aaron
You
Rodgers
don't need
is
a running
gone-
back though, for sure. And you
No,
don't
I
need
don't need a running back.
and you don't really need a receiver unless it's going to be with one of your stacks. You definitely don't need another Arizona guy. Holy crap, my queue's empty,
Nope.
so I should pay attention. Dun dun dun.
Well, that's an easy one. Jacoby Brissett, he'll play games.
Okay, so this is an easy pick for me. The first one. I don't know what to do with the second one right now. Who's on my team? Giants, Chicago,
Who's on my team?
Houston. Oh gosh. This could kind of be a good Tank Dell team, but I don't really need.
Dude, I love that pick.
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Yep. I'm gonna go with 6 RBs here because I really just went hero RB, but I'm going to also take Emmanuel Wilson after taking Dylan Sampson. So
I like that one.
Sampson is by
that one
far
a lot.
my favorite pick in the 170 range. He is going to have opportunity this year. He did well when he had it last year. Judkins was inefficient and kind of looked like the guy he was in college, doing most of the running work. We don't have Ford anymore, and we kind of been talking about like Cleveland might be a little bit better. So I absolutely love him. And then Emmanuel Wilson, I think he's going to get some touches. I mean, everyone's real hyped on the rookie, and I hear a lot of Helani people out there, but Emmanuel Wilson's going to get some carries for that team.
The Helani people are crazy. I mean, Emmanuel Wilson was a legit running back last year, and genuinely, him along with Charbonnet, and they get another guy in Jadarian Price there. Like, the running back touches are going to be split up enough. I actually just pulled off a trade, Jadarian for Kenneth Walker in pieces, and boy, am I excited about it. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's so much excitement right now. The excitement has swelled.
It has. And I'm getting the Walker side. I wanted to get Jadarian off this team.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna be wide receivers all the way out here. Yeah. Maybe when we do this, okay, we have time to recap our teams. Do you want to go through yours first?
Briefly before that, because Mike Robb is one of my favorite fans here. Mike Robb on the stream. What underdog contest are you liking? I'll lead off here. I love the Eliminator. I've been a huge fan, but the Field General, I gotta say, dude, Superflex ADP is all over the place, especially on Underdog. There's some values to be had there. Field General's been one of my favorites. I know I'm more of a Superflex guy than Scott. What are you feeling, Scott?
Yeah, you mentioned the Eliminator. I had like 50 of those last year, and it is fun to have those heads-up matchups, and it really gives you a ton to root for the first half of the season where it doesn't really make sense to root for the rest of your best ball teams, and in reality, it's very early in your redraft season, so it's kind of fun to have that intensity early on. And then I just been doing puppies for practice. As I said, I'm excited for the pug tomorrow because I really like those smaller entry tournaments with better advance rates, right? Like I won my Chow Chow championship and the advance rates were a lot more attainable. Like being is way easier than being the best of 14 to move on to the next round. And for me, it's all about being in the finals. That's the most fun. You want the sweat.
Former Chow Chow champ above. But hey, if Falconer, whatever the numbers are after your name on Underdog, is in the stream for whatever reason, hey, fuck you, man. You need Aaron Rodgers. Why'd you take Aaron Rodgers, bro? What's up
I've been
with that?
seeing a lot of that too. I've been seeing a lot.
That one hurt. That one was right here. Right here. That one hurt right here, bud.
Okay, I'm going to go Trey Harris. I think he's going to have a role. And then we talked about it earlier. I'm going to go Malachi Fields. I don't have enough. I really wanted to
Ooh,
take Theo Johnson for
17th round.
18.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I only have one more pick left. So I'm hoping it's Jalen Noel. If it's not, I'll have to pick my favorite name that's left. There's still 3 or 4 receivers that I think. But the reason I really wanted to go with Theo Johnson again, but I have plenty of firepower at tight end. I don't really need him. And I don't know. I just kind of felt light at what receiver, especially since Neighbors isn't starting the season. So I don't know. I almost feel a little disappointed in my receiving room and almost feel like I could have stopped at 5 running backs. This is the discomfort I find in each of my drafts is like, should I have gone one less running back? Like it always makes me feel better to have one more, but I don't know if you need it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's kind of the thing in underdog. Like, you find that some of those teams that had that low running back output just are the absolute baller ones that get you the rest of the way there. And then sometimes, if you went low running back, your team is waddling into the finals. Like, I had a couple of those last year where I looked at my roster. I'm like, oh, this team's easily in the finals and it's going to lose first round. Like, I am getting bounced from this immediately. I'm walking in with 13 running backs that aren't playing it down this week.
I have the hero running back approach here, and I didn't draft a second one until 96. So it does seem to make sense to have 5 individuals who could all put up a score on any given week, and with injury upside for all 5 of them. So that is the right strategy there. Maybe I didn't need Stroud and think Dart and Williams can do it together, but maybe you assume Dart's going to miss a few games at some point with a concussion. So I don't know. Maybe I'll feel all right here at the end. We'll see. One pick to go.
Yeah, I think you will. But aside from that, man,
cheers.
Fine. No. You wait 1 second. I'll take one with you. Relax.
Okay.
All right, keep it in your pants. Fine.
We'll have to get some more.
If you're taking a little baby shit, I won't feel bad about it.
Yeah, just a small one.
Hey, we got Jamie in the chat too. Jamie, we're drinking. You want to join?
Let's get some people in our next draft. Let's get people ready to hop in a puppy here. We're at 38
every
minutes.
Thursday we're drafting, guys.
Yeah, except for next one.
Except for next one. I'm in Mexico. But salute, guys.
Salute.
Hey, salute.
Triple Lion.
Kettle One Vodka, future sponsor.
21 Seeds, current sponsor of my team. And the Detroit Lions.
Little inside joke from early in the show there. Love it. We got Jamie still at work. Love that. I love that Jamie is even considering drinking with us on the show. Appreciate you, big dog.
Heck yeah.
All right. Come on. I'm getting Carson back to end this bad boy off. Let's go. Let's go.
So you're just purely committing to I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals QB score or the Cleveland Browns QB score, unless Taylor Green starts at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, come on. Thank you.
This
there
is
it
easy.
is.
Jalen Knoll to close it out. So,
all right,
let's review the teams real quick. Yeah.
Hey, I'll pull them up here. Don't you worry.
I'm fretting.
Don't you fret your pretty little head. All righty. Did my face go away? No, my face is still
no.
there. Okay, cool.
I see you.
All right. We're starting with QBs. We got the number 1 projected team, I'm sure, probably because of QBs. Jacoby Brissett, Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, and Carson Beck rounding out my QB room. In the RB slot, I got Bijan Robinson, Josh Jacobs, J.K. Dobbins, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet, Ladd McConkey, Luther Burden, Marvin Harrison, DK Metcalf, Michael Wilson. Really would have been down to have Aaron Rodgers on this team. Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston at the last 2 wide receiver spots, and Trey McBride and Hunter Henry rounding out that tight end room. Tell me what you think of my team, Scott.
Well, the quarterbacks is just sketchy.
Just ignore that part.
I mean, this running back room is sweet. You have Ace at the top, and Josh Jacobs is going to give you a score most weeks. We like Dobbins' value, and Rashad White has shown that he can spike. And then you have Charbonnet coming back, and assuming he might take over the lead role at the end of the season potentially. So he is perfect number 5. I definitely don't like him as my number 3. I hesitate to draft him. Wide receivers, tons of upside here. It's like the Michael Wilson pick. Like if you could have taken Michael Wilson in the DK Metcalf spot and then taken a quarterback with like one of those 2 picks needed to be a quarterback. And
dude, but come on, pick 95. I get Michael Wilson at pick 95.
No, you're right. That's perfect for him. Like it really DK Metcalf's the odd man out, and you could have just gone QB there.
Yeah,
because the stacks are prime, and then you wouldn't have had to go double Arizona, double Cleveland quarterback. I mean, those are terrible teams. And then Hunter Henry.
Shut your mouth. We have Carson Beck.
God, that is going to be so interesting to watch. And the T room is perfect. So it's got good balance, but like when you look at the end of the draft, the thing that's missed, that DK Metcalf pick is like the odd man out.
All right. Well, we got the little shield.
Time to break my balls.
Your turn. Come on now.
Your turn.
Hey, we got Jackson Dart, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, getting him a little early there. Tyrone Tracy, Dylan Sampson, Emmanuel Wilson, rounding out the RB room. Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Jameson Williams, Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris, Malachi Fields, Jalen Knoll at the wide receiver, Colston Loveland, and Sam Laporta. You know what? I'm going to give you a second. Defend your team first. Catch my breath.
Well, I think I'm going to put up 20 plus points a week at quarterback every week. So that feels good. All right, let's go to running backs.
Low bar for most people.
Well, I mean, like it's guaranteed. There every week, my team will get 20,
totally
20 block, 25 maybe because there's 3 ceilings in there.
Hey, I'm gonna get my 15 points a week at quarterback at best.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then I got Gibbs as my anchor, and then as I mentioned earlier, I have 5 guys who can all put up a score. I mean, Emmanuel Wilson can score week 1 for sure. Right, like he could be the lead back week 1 and put up 15 points with a touchdown and like a catch and 70 yards.
And ruin the Jadarian Price drafters day. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but I mean, it's early in the season, right? You buy Jadarian Price to have him win in the playoffs because Charbonnet didn't come back as healthy as expected. But as I said, I have 5 running backs who all are 1 injury away from being the starter and there's no competition behind any of these guys. I mean, Helani over Wilson is really like the only, even if the 5 in front of them all start. So I like that. You got to reach when you're on the end. So I don't mind doing that. Let's go down to the wide receivers. You got to pretend Neighbors isn't there. So I'm relying a lot on Houston passing game to start the season. Pretty sketchy. Definitely could lose some points early on, but as soon as Neighbors gets back, and if Houston offense improves, this team is better. And then tight ends, I feel great about tight ends. I think I'm going to get at least 12, 15 points a week with that. So if you go Gibbs at 16 to 18, and you got your tight ends for 15, that's 30, and your quarterbacks at 25, that's 55. And then you have, 3 receivers and a flex and a running back to fill the rest of your week. You're shooting for 150, 160 a week. And I don't know. I think this team's got some legs.
Not too shabby. One, we're going to first, before I break down your team, I'll throw it to the chat here, and starting with Chev here, just throwing a homeless guy in an empty potato chip bag with Carson Beck. Love that for my team. He will play if Jacoby Brissett does not, or Gardner Minshew will, and I'll be really sad. But then we have Dynasty Dog Mike throwing in Caleb Douglas over Jacoby Lane. Caleb Douglas, not just to the moon, all the way to the sun. inside joke there for Mike. I actually filmed an interview with Caleb Douglas, and the sun was fully blotting him and Caleb Douglas out. So I will give him, to be honest, Caleb Douglas found himself in a fantastic spot in Miami, went really early. I could see him outproducing Jacoby Lane, but given I absolutely love Jacoby Lane and his landing spot. And we have Chev thrown in there. Scott crushed. Not sure I agree. I like my poverty QB build, but to each their own.
That's what you have to name your team and the stream. The poverty QB
the
build.
poverty QB. And then Caleb Douglas less than Brenton Thompson. Not sure that I agree with that one, but I'll break down your team real fast. Absolutely love the quarterback room. Jackson Dart, Caleb Williams, and CJ Stroud are all guys that I'm really in on, especially CJ Stroud at that ADP. I think he could easily outperform that. Same with Caleb at 70 for that matter. Jahmyr Gibbs at 1 was a fun way to start your team. I'm kind of bummed you didn't get to do the Lions stack. I thought that was pretty bogus, to be honest. Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, and Tyrone Tracy. Like, if you didn't get Tyrone Tracy, Dylan Sampson, and Emmanuel Wilson to round this out, I'd be pretty down on your RB room. But I love those guys. So if they work out, or if Blake Corum or Jonathan Brooks works out, you're pretty well set up. And then finally closing out the wide receiver room, like Malik Neighbors is a tough pick, but you get him at 24. ADP 17, like you're getting a unique build there off the bat. Nico Collins, obviously love him. I was super bummed when you took him. It changed my entire draft strategy. I ended up going for the poverty QB build. And then Jameson Williams and Jaden Higgins, I think that one really pays off. Trey Harris could end up working out. And Malachi Fields with that bring back is definitely going to be a nice arbitrage play. Jalen Knoll looks solid as well, too. And Colston Level and Sam Laporta, I can't argue with that. Are we ready to hit draft number 2? I don't know if anybody knew here, but we're hitting another draft. We're going right back at it. We want to hit that best ball mania here.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me go find it. All right. Let's see. Do I have Moolah? Yes. Good to go.
I just put a bunch of money in my account.
Yeah, same. Just kidding. I know I have the Moolah in there.
All right. Tell me when. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Confirm. Oh, this confirm button is killing me. They don't have that in the app.
Oh, did you get into this one?
Good to go. Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah.
I hope all of our followers are eager to get in here too with the last spot. Oh yeah,
there's really one spot open, guys. Get in here. Come on. Dude, you know the craziest thing? I forget who I was talking to. I think it was on TikTok. I had a buddy who was asking me, they were like, well, is Underdog even a fun place to play best ball? I'm like, it is a fantastic place to play. They were like, I've just been doing it on Sleeper. I'm like, dude, this is a much better platform for this specific part of the game.
Yeah, I have a certain loyalty to Underdog. It just feels good to be a champion here. And I do feel like you mentioned Superflex earlier. Like when I get out of my lane, I'm over indexing on football. Like I have a lot of other interests in my life and a family, and a garden and all this stuff. So,
you're a gardener.
Yes, sir. Huge garden right now.
What do you garden?
What don't I garden? We have like 12 fruit trees, and I got some pumpkin starters in my kitchen, and the tomatoes are in the ground. And at the end of the day, I have a corner lot in a city. So making the best I can with like a 30 by 30 yard, but like it's a pretty incredible spot. So yeah, I don't have time to go if I'm jumping in different apps all day. Like I don't want to spend all my time on my phone. So Underdog is the place I play. And they say that like DraftKings, the rooms are softer, and it's nice to have a win in the bank that I can do this for fun rather than have to seek out every bit of EV that exists on the planet. Because at the end of the day, there's luck involved.
Well, also, you're trying to win too. Like hell, like man, I like Underdog because I think it is the sharpest ADP. I actually think it's my favorite ADP out there. I don't always love Sleeper's ADP. In fact, I get a lot of shit for my picks a lot of the time. And last year came out pretty strong. But to be honest, like Underdog, you have a sharp ADP, so it keeps you sharp and you keep getting after it. I'm sad we don't actually get to draft next to each other this time around. But my wife actually just started her garden too. She's planting onions,
Excellent.
peppers, ginger, garlic, a couple other things.
So it's warming
It's
up
gonna
out
be
there.
nice. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, like you can plant here too. Like we got the garden bed, so I moved my fucking 3,000 pounds of manure into my house. Normal stuff.
All right, I'm on the clock here already. I'm not going to take Jonathan Taylor. I would consider CeeDee Lamb here, but I think that I am going to go RB early because I don't know that I'm going to trust the RB coming back. And I think
Hell
that I
yeah,
could
and
probably
it's
grab Drake
CMC.
London.
Let's go. It's not JT, it's CMC.
I know that CMC got a lot of wear on his tires last year, but he's going to have that role. He got no competition whatsoever. He has less of a backup this year than he did last year, and that team's going to need him. So why not?
I think this is my first draft at the turn proper this year.
All right.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, you're in RB heaven right there. It's kind of like pick your favorite too.
I'm hoping I can get JJ too. I'm a big Jefferson guy. I have been for a while, and I'm willing to continue believing in him.
He's never gonna get there. He's never gonna get there. He's moved up significantly. Yeah, there he goes at 10. That's about as far as he's even gone. He's been going in front of even McCaffrey at times. So you're on the clock. Pick your favorites. I'm actually really curious to hear who your favorites are here.
Dude, I'm so split between these three guys: Ashton Jeanty, Devon Achane, and Kenneth Walker. I could take any of them here. I'm going to go GT in this one just to mix it up, see how this draft looks. I think this is the first time I've ended up with those two specifically. I normally go Saquon and Kenneth Walker on the like flip around on the turn if I end up with no Justin Jefferson there.
Something in my head doesn't like Kenneth Walker was in the 50s last year and underperformed all the way until the end of the season.
Don't you start. Don't you start.
But now he's got this opportunity.
He's good at football.
Is Kansas City going to even be that good this year? I'm like thinking, hopefully none of our dynasty leagues are on here.
Forever. He's been good at football forever.
There's a reason that he didn't play all the time. Yeah, look, Bauer's going up at 17 here. I'm not going to take Neighbors again.
Oh, you are full of pocket.
You know what they say? They say take one young and one old. What's my next pick? 30. ETN could be there. Brees Hall could be there. Kyron could be there. Olave could be there. All right. Well, I autoed into Jeremiah Love.
There are worse things to do, to be honest.
I'm trying to figure out. He kind of fell into the mid to early third after the draft, but his ADP is already starting to tick back up. I have my old on my team, so now I want my young RB in this. Like they say, kind of start with two heroes. Yeah, my other option was going Brees Hall when my pick comes back, but I got a couple. I'm thinking, Olave or Drake London. Are they really that different?
I don't really think so, but a lot of people seem to. Like, I don't know, dude. I just feel so much more confident in Tyler Shuck at this point than I do with a Tua Michael Penix stack. Like, what do you do with that?
I mean, Drake London's been really good when he's been on the field. That's for sure. But is New Orleans a better offense right now? I think so.
I mean, and also, has Olave not been fantastic when he's been on the field? Like, him and Chuck showed some real nice chemistry last year.
Yeah. Yeah, so it turns out that ETN would have been here. So I could have gone. So basically, my coin flip here is Jeremiah Love and Olave or ETN and London. So what do people like better out of that combo? What do you like better out of that combo? Olave
I
and
think I
Love,
like.
London and ETN.
I think I go Olave and Love. Like
Okay.
one, I think Jeremiah Love is fantastic. Like if he's going at 3, I just have to believe at this point. Like I was a little hesitant at times, but he has the passing game work and he has the elite athleticism. That's like kind of my barometer for a running back. I mean, I'm sure you can tell I got Ashton Jeanty and Saquon Barkley. Like that is the archetype of a running back that I am going to go for if I'm on a ball club. So I think I go Jeremiah Love and then take Olave. I think I like both of those guys. And Jordan Tyson, like, do you think Jordan Tyson does anything other than make the Saints a more efficient and effective offense?
Yeah, I think that offense is going to be a lot better this year. It's going to make when Jordan Tyson's on the field, he's going to be able to take some attention off of Olave, and I think both guys are going to have opportunity. So, what you thinking here? You got a double coming up.
I
Oh,
mean, I was going to take Devontae Smith and Garrett Wilson, but now I'm not.
I'm
So I'm
curious
going
to
to
see
take
who you
someone
like in
else.
this range.
Well, I'm starting with Tedero McMillan.
Okay.
And I'm pretty close between Kyron Williams, Javonte Williams, and Zay Flowers. I think I'm going to take Zay and hope that I can get a drop on Lamar Jackson. We'll see if that happens. It might not, but
That'd be a big drop. I don't even know if I could let him buy me, but no, I would for you. I like Flowers. He's been moving up, and I definitely am liking Flowers.
Well, and dude, if anything, Jacoby Lane opens up the offense for him. Like he needed that extra guy to take coverage away from him because he is absolutely dominant if you can give him an open field.
Is Lamar going to run more again this year?
I hope, but who knows, man? Like he's getting older. Like I know him getting older is like 27, 28, but like the legs give out after a little bit.
Damn it, Loveland snipe. Okay, now I'm really not unprepared. Now I'm unprepared. Who do I like here? I don't like anybody here, to be honest.
You don't like Emeka?
Really? No, I don't like Emeka.
That's fair.
I almost autoed. Yeah.
Oh, same. You go Bucky? Nice. Hell
yeah.
Wait, we're on the same page.
Bucky's falling like a stone, but at this, he was like at the 2-3 turn last year. I know he didn't get any touches inside the 5 last year and only had 1 rushing touchdown, but Sean Tucker was not really the answer. I know you're a big Sean Tucker guy, and he had a couple games, but then kind of struggled down the stretch.
I'm just a big Tampa Bay guy. I just love the team and the offense.
Fair. I was all prepped to go Loveland there again. I just think when you're comparing him against Luther Burden in the same spot and you start thinking about like positional value, those two should not be going right next to each other. So I was not willing to take Burden after getting sniped on Loveland the pick before. So kind of found myself reeling there and went third running back.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I dig where you're coming from on that too, because like Loveland is going to be on the field a ton. The Bears ran 12 and 13 personnel at 2 of the highest rates in the NFL last year. They weren't hitting 11 personnel a lot. They got rid of their third receiver. Like, can you get more of a signal that the Bears really want Loveland to be out in the field? They drafted Sam Roush. Like, you don't need a third tight end unless you're planning on playing tight ends on every play.
All right, I'm on the clock here.
Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't know what to do. It's okay. I'm going to auto Carnell Tate here.
I kind of fuck with that one.
Yeah. He was the first receiver drafted. He went number 4 in the draft. Usually the number 4 in the draft wouldn't be going in the 50s. It's pretty easy to grab Cam Ward and restack that team.
It's getting close.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it.
Come on. Let it happen.
Lamar right there.
He's right
Oh,
there.
you still have a ways to go.
I know. I still got 3. I got a sweat going right now.
Oh,
Oh,
two
there's
down to
one more.
2.
There's one more. Oh, there were 2 more. Damn it.
Oh, come
Come on.
on.
Come on.
Come
You
on.
got this.
Yes,
Hell
what a
yeah. Let's
deal. What a
go.
deal. Pound
There
the
it is.
pavement for that
Why
one.
would they do that? That's a bad call. Give me Jordan Tyson. I'm in a good mood.
Wait, I let your guy go to you. It's all
Oh,
good.
you need Jordan?
I don't need him, but I
I'm
could have
so
like
sorry.
all of New Orleans. It's all good.
You'll be all right without Tyson.
Sorry, I don't know exactly what I want to do yet here, so
I wonder who Jamie's talking about here. Oh, he's calling you out for not liking the Mecca, man.
yeah, I don't know. He's going pretty high right now, and he was really disappointing down the stretch, but less competition. I'm sure he's gonna have some
Edward
great
Hurts.
spikes.
Teddy Hurst is fantastic.
I know you keep saying that, but I don't know. I don't know where I
Dude,
fall on
watch the
that.
film. Have you watched the highlights? Have you watched the highlights?
No, you did request me to watch the highlights, so
Please watch. I will send you a video. I would happily send you one.
all right. I still believe that Brian Thomas has a ceiling, and because of that, I'm going to take him here.
I think that's a fantastic pick. I was heavily considering him there, and I think that's could not be a better bring back there. Because it even gives you like the potential to look at T-Law a little later. Also, Jamie, so you like that Ohio State receiver, but not Buka. Dude, I'm I'm a fan of Buka. I think this year was what we're gonna get from him forever, though. Like, I think he's always going to be a 1007 guy. And when he goes at wide receiver 25, it's going to be a fantastic value. And when he goes at wide receiver 12 to 17, it's a rough value. 18, I'm split. I kind of like his value there. I think it's fine. Who am I thinking here? Oh, I think Scott might have froze. I was wondering why he didn't respond. Oh, and he's gone. Okay, I'll consider. I'm gonna vamp a bit here. Well, we have a couple people on. Scott's computer just froze, but we're in a best ball draft. The last couple picks, just in case you were wondering, were Tony Pollard, RJ Harvey, Dak Prescott, and somebody else is on the clock right now. I have just for reference here, wasn't ready to operate on my own. Definitely took 2 shots, but moving forward with that, let's see who's on my roster. I got Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, Tedero McMillan, Zay Flowers, and Jordan Tyson. It's one of the better starts that I think I've felt like I've had. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers getting onto the same roster really gives you a lot of positive upside late in the season. If that team's still in playoff contention, he's going to be a big part of that offense. And then Lamar as a whole is a pretty undervalued QB. I like Ashton Jeanty as current value. Number 12 or 13 is pretty solid. Yeah. Scott, just so you know, I totally did not realize you were frozen and just sat in the silence for a good 3 seconds there. How have you been doing? I've been vamping for a bit. Please say words.
Well, at first I thought that I was running by myself, and then I noticed that my clock had stopped on the screen, and then it seems like my wife's hogging all the internet because it sounds like her work call is going just fine right now. So we're on the phone. We're back. And we made the pick that we wanted to make anyway. So nothing like trying to get back on the pod and trying to make a pick at the same time. But I needed Trevor Lawrence to go with Brian Thomas. So it gives me a couple picks here coming up too.
Okay, let's.
What'd you do while I was out? Oh, you're up.
I know I'm up. I'm trying to decide who to go with. I'm going with Jordan Addison.
Nice.
Let's see.
That's a good pick.
Oh, I'm gonna go Harold Fannin. I still love Fannin.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick there.
Yeah, I actually didn't have a pick coming up, So I was just sitting there in the silence. I was like, what am I going to vamp about? How about I pull up my roster? Wonder who I have on my team. Lamar Jackson, he's really good, right? Yeah, he is.
He's great. And especially where you got him. What a deal. And to have the
It's
stack. I mean,
fantastic.
that's freaking sick. So, all right. I have a lot of choices here, and I feel like I'm going to like skip through all of them and just go grab Brock Purdy for shits and giggles. Brock Purdy. Who are my other stacks? Shuck. Okay, no, I don't need Purdy. Oh, and he's gone anyway. Perfect. All right, I'm going to take Pierce off the board either. I'm just going to go away from that.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think you just take the stack with Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I think you
do it. You bite the bullet, you eat the stack, and you move on to your next pick.
How do you feel about Jacoby Myers in that receiving room as a whole?
How do I feel about it? Let's see. I feel like BTJ is going to be the alpha. I think Travis Hunter is going to get his go at it and have plenty of spike weeks, and he's being totally underdrafted.
Really? Okay.
Yep. I think that I mean, an injury is bound to happen. The fact that all of a sudden Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers are both going in the 90s in drafts, I mean, maybe. BTJ came out last year. They gave him an assignment he wasn't very good at. He got beat up to a pulp and lost his confidence. And I think that this next year he returns to being an alpha, and the other pieces fall around that. They design plays for all of them, and there'll be spikes for BTJ. And where you're getting them, I think he'll be a great asset both in best ball and in redraft.
I'm inclined to agree, just because regardless, that offense still has pieces, and if anything, they're going to have to pass more. Like last year, their defense played pretty well. They actually didn't need to rely on their passing game, and their slot receivers thrived. Like I think with that offense, probably having a bit more contested games this year, hopefully with a better AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
I like them to be able to put up points, and I think that BTJ is just undervalued as a whole. Who you going with here?
Yep. I haven't gone to take hardly any Josh Downs, and that's really been bugging me. So I'm going to take him here.
Oh my goodness. I love that reach.
Yeah, I mean, he's been going in the 90s for the last 2 seasons, and I've been very happily drafting him, and it hasn't paid off. And now all of a sudden, he's going to be the wide receiver too, and be in on more 2 wide receiver sets. I mean, do I love the quarterback?
Be the one. Yeah,
be the one. He could be the one, but he wasn't even getting on the field enough in the past. So, do I love the quarterback situation? No, but as my wide receiver 5 here, kind of loving that floor.
Who am I feeling here? I could go back to the RB room. I just love J.K. Dobbins at 108. That's a crazy spot.
108, that would be healthy.
Yeah.
And you got a quarterback earlier. That's good. Unstacked Kyler, I guess. But your team's going to go.
I got Jordan Addison.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that because you also got Bryce Young.
Yeah, I could go Bryce Young to close it out.
You don't have to, though. You don't have to.
No, that's a smart move.
You can go Lamar and Kyler and be okay. And then Dobbins here at the deal you wanted.
I just kind of hate going with Kyler Murray at this point, because what if J.J. McCarthy just takes that job? What if we're all idiots?
Well, that's why you draft Bryce Young as well.
We aren't all idiots. Kyler Murray's starting.
Nah,
he's starting and he's a value. You heard it here first.
And you got other good stack partners to go with.
Yeah, screw it. I can go TJ Hawk late in the draft. I can throw JJM on my roster too.
Oh man, we're about to enter a zone of hell.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I know who I want here. I'm hoping that Poodles doesn't decide that they need 6 quarterbacks, especially since they have reached on Jackson Dart by 9, which is not much, but also reach on Mendoza by 63.
63 is fucking
not
crazy,
good.
Man.
That's not good.
This is a good draft room, though. I like that because that makes the rest of this ridiculous.
It does pull us all up one, and the rest of his draft is clean enough that it shouldn't get thrown out. So
how's Kittle doing? Aiming to play
perfect.
week 1. I love
Yeah,
Kittle.
that's all new. Like, I don't know if that's true or not. He tore his Achilles.
Who knows if anything's true, to be fair, but of course he's aiming for that. I'm rooting for him.
I'm aiming to play week 1
Yeah.
too. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm definitely aiming for it.
I think you might be aiming high, bud.
Let me in, coach. Put me in.
Ah, damn it. I was hoping Kittle might fall. Yeah, that was wishful thinking. How do you feel about Kelsey on the Chiefs? Not replacing him one bit.
Yeah, not replacing him at all, going in the 130s is pretty insane, I think. Like,
It's
he's
fun.
going to catch some balls. I don't know how to feel about that Chiefs offense right now. Like, I'm kind of out.
He was like the tight end 3.
Oh no,
Like
I mean not him
number.
in general, but like he had 155 last year, so I'm not sure. He's been putting up decent numbers. I think he's a good pick, but how long is Mahomes gonna be out? I mean, I just have questions.
Yeah, like way too long, and the offense will be gross, and Travis Kelsey will run out there and catch 100 balls and make us look silly. Like, I believed in it last year, and it was gross, and I watched it all year. It wasn't fun to watch, but like, he's a top 12 tight end, and he's at 12 right now, so he's at a good value.
I think he's a good value, especially if you can stack him.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Who you got here? I mean, you could go a Rondé. I don't.
That's where I have flagged.
Yeah,
I could go Cooper. No, I already have a rookie, and because like
no.
I can go take another. I got 2 tight ends I can take later. I got Shuck. I could go another receiver at the end. Okay, so I'll take Gadsden here on the deal. Right, he's well past ADP. There's no one I love here. I also have Jonathan Brooks flagged again. I don't need to reach on him for the second draft in a row.
I like the move of Gadsden there. Like, he could easily have a better role this year because he started last year not playing.
Yeah, he's got good upside. Oh, I might do something you hate, but I might do it anyway.
Oh, please do. I look forward to it.
I might.
Kelsey's
We'll see. Let's see. Higgins. I really do like Higgins at 130. He had some good games at the end of last season.
Dude, really did. Let's see who I want here. Okay. McMillan's there. Who do I fucking want? I'm gonna not auto into this one, but let's start with Zach Charbonnet again.
Oh,
I'm really not enough of a Zach Charbonnet guy to be taking him this often.
You have a lot of Zach.
I do with you on the line, but certainly not in general. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go McMillan and trust that process a little bit. Like, hope that McMillan still has a role there. 133, it feels safe. I don't know. It's a weird part of the draft. It doesn't match my team.
It's a weird part of the draft. It's almost like you just have to get comfortable scrolling further down and pick the player who you really want.
Yeah, I feel it. Dude, like, I would, but like the next guy that gets me excited is Brandon Ayuk. And like, theoretically, I could get him at my next pick.
Yeah, he's pretty far down the board, and at that point, you do have to stick with ADP. You could have gone Coker and then gone for your Carolina double.
I could.
Instead of McMillan.
Dude, I just like, I guess in my mind, like, Chris Brazzell going there gives them enough of an offense that I think that Jalen Coker is not going to be a fun person to play in fantasy 90% of weeks, but he has absolutely shown out every time that they've given him an opportunity. Like, that doesn't come from any doubt of his physical talent, because in the playoffs, he was such a freaking fun watch.
I think that he will be a challenge in redraft. the offense isn't very good. It's going to struggle to support Tataroa. But in best ball, where you could double stack, that might be where it's a little bit different. Like, true,
Yeah.
maybe in the redraft you would take I forgot who you grabbed instead of Coker. But man, I don't know. Your Charbonnet addiction is maybe what's really killing you.
No, that was a panic pick, to be honest.
Fair. This is a really dirty part of the draft.
Panic picks.
This is dirty right now.
Dude, I hate the turn. The turn scares me so much. I like being at like the turn +2 so that I can have like a little bit of wiggle room to see how the board plays itself out. When you're at the turn, you just kind of have to commit. You have to dive in so deep, and I like being able to game theory it a bit.
Yeah. The turn is tough. As I said last time, you just got to reach. You got to be really comfortable scrolling down 15 picks, and that can be hard. We're really conditioned to follow ADP, and it is a really good strategy. But as you get further down the draft, it matters less. And as you're on the edges, it matters a little bit less. You got to go get your guys kind of thing.
Dude, just fantastic analysis. that was astute.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm gonna go Spears here to stack with Ward. I do like Algier. I did have him flagged here. I know you don't like having double Arizona. Here in the 150s,
what do you like about Algier?
He's gonna score touchdowns, whether you like it or not.
Sure.
And this is a touchdown game.
Or James Conner will.
Or
Tyler Algier plus 7 years.
I don't know. This is the 0 RB zone, this is the 0 RB zone where you're looking for people who can score 2 touchdowns in a game, and Algier can do that. We know, and they paid him a lot of money, so he will play.
True.
Whether you like it or not.
I like the Tajay Spears pick too. Like, I'm not willing to give up on him. I'm a huge Nick Singleton guy, and people are going to make a lot out of that pick, but he's still recovering from a foot injury. And the Tennessee Titans, like, if Tyler Algier starts Tajay Spears starts playing hot, like early on, they'll keep giving him the ball. They have no aspersions to taking the ball away from Tony Pollard. He's had plenty of good games, and they've given Spears opportunity immediately after.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little lighter on Spears going into this year, but projections still show him to be pretty strong at 150. Like, once again, this is the 0 RB range. So you're looking for people who have upside with an injury, and he absolutely has upside. And if we think this offense is improving, which having Cam Ward on the team, I do, that was the obvious pick. So tell me about yours. So you talked about Ayuk last time, as you said, it came back to you.
Dude, Ayuk has had a wide receiver 1 season. A top 12 guy. He's done it. He's shown that. He's had multiple years within the top 36. If he is healthy and he signs with the ball club, and there's no indication that he's badly injured right now, he could sign with the ball club and immediately could be a top 36 wide receiver, and I'm getting him at pick 160. Easy. I'll take that any day of the week. And on the other side of that, I went TJ Hawkinson, needed to get the tight end depth, so taking the stack, feel good about it. I think Hawk goes at a value pick now, give or take.
Yeah, I saw him in the 180s not too long ago, so you just got to think he has a bounce back after a really challenging season last year. He hasn't been the same since his injury. I'm on the clock here. I have Strange went before me, then Algier. Algier wasn't really on the board for this team with these picks available. So I am going to go with Hunter. We talked about him earlier, and I'm stoked to add him to this triple stack Jacksonville team.
I think that fits. Like, I think he could easily be like that. That's what I love about Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk, and Travis Hunter. One of them, I am sure, is going to be a fantasy relevant player this year. I just don't know which one yet.
And I don't have to find out. If Trevor Lawrence plays really well this year, this team will be successful because rising tide rises all boats. And I got BTJ, Myers, and Hunter. So, I
Yeah.
mean, Hunter, you're picking it at 163 to spike a couple of times or be the starter at the end of the season, both things that are in play.
By the way, Jamie is back, and he bet that we didn't miss him. We did miss you,
We
Jamie.
totally
Thank you
miss
for
you,
coming back.
Jamie. Are you in this draft or did you miss this draft?
I believe he might have. He said he was at work when we started up. I bet he's one of them Californians like you.
It's nice. It's only 550 here.
Yeah, dude, that is actually extremely nice.
I was in
It
your
gets
time
late
zone
today.
yesterday.
Oh, where are you now? Where were you at yesterday?
St. Louis.
Ew. Dude, St. Louis never does it for me. I like Milwaukee. I can fuck with Milwaukee. Detroit at times I fuck with. I was actually in Detroit last weekend. How do you like St. Louis?
I have been there for work a few times. There ended up being a really nice spot that I could go out and run in the evening, which was super enjoyable. And it's different than California. So I don't know. I like going out there. When you're out there for work and not for play, it's
Weather's kind of eh.
Yeah, but when you live in California and you don't know what thunderstorms are, it's kind of cool to have thunderstorms.
Oh, delightful. Yeah. We traffic in tornadoes as well too.
Yeah, that was pretty popular this week, at least down in the lower Midwest. I never know where the Midwest is. It's like the middle. Why is it the West? What's west about it?
It's super not in the middle. It's like way far east. Like the Midwest is well into the east zone, in my opinion. It makes no sense. It's incorrectly named. Trust me. We're aware of it here too. It's quite odd because like you go to us and then it's like South Dakota, like Montana, Oregon, California, New Mexico, like there's like some giant freaking states between us and the West. So we're basically at like I could drive to New York in 10 hours. It's like a 36-hour drive to California.
36. Is it that far? Holy cow.
Dude, heck, is it 36? I mean, that's how long it took me, RB, and Logan to get across country.
Oh, well, there's some detours that time. All right, you
Not
got two here.
Not one. We were rotating every 30 or every 3 hours, I believe. Starting out with Emmett Johnson. That's fun.
Okay. All right, that's your fifth. I don't think you need any more on that team. You have two starters. Yeah, but you're relying on a 3-man rotation for 2 scores every week.
Hitting that Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk stack.
Oh, your favorite. The guys who will jump.
A free agent stack.
The guys who will jump when the right things happen. Okay.
Dude, I mean, you get one of those guys that can change your entire roster. It's a lottery ticket.
I just hope that things can continue to play out the right way here in this draft. Do I take, probably go with the Gunnar Helm stack. I only have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have a bunch of Tennessee guys. All right, this team's loaded. Because if Kamara goes, then I could always go Devin Neal.
Yeah, you certainly could. And, like, they aren't getting rid of Neal anytime soon. They're more likely to cut Kamara than Neal.
What happened to, let's see. I don't even remember his name anymore. What happened to our boy Kendrick Miller? Is he dead?
I mean, like.
He doesn't even have a draft position.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to draft Kendrick Miller?
No. I think Devin Neal showed enough in his limited playing time last year that he could easily win the backup role.
I think I'm on the exact same page. I would say that is more than likely that he's going to. Just because I don't know. I would love it if they kept Kamara because I think Kamara is better. Like, even at this age, I think Kamara is better. But he can't hold up. Like, he'd be better in a third down role backing up HN. Dude, so hard saying it.
But like he works he works so hard, like staying with his franchise. Like he feels like he belongs there. I don't think Kamara's going anywhere. I think we're probably a little bit too down on him. That team was no good last year, and because of that, they benched him to close the season. But he still had 131 attempts, 417 yards, caught 33 balls for 186 yards. I mean, he's gonna go catch the ball. So in the 190s, come on, that's a perfect dead zone, or not
And
dead
what
zone.
if that
That's a perfect
roster is a
zero RB
lot
target.
better? Yeah,
It
like
is going to be a lot better, but he's still an ancillary. I mean, he's going from the number 1 role to the number 5 role, but he's still the number 5 role on a good offense and one injury away from like a real role.
True. I can't hate on the analysis. I mean, dude, I've been high on Kamara since long before this. I'm actually hyped he's dropping because I was getting him back.
17th round. That's nothing. Most of these picks are garbage.
Yeah.
Auden, garbage. Washington, who knows? Just a combine guy. Harris, wide receiver 3 or 4. Bell, is he the one who's injured, or he's the guy who is going to start? Yeah, Bell, Washington. Like, I don't know.
Wait, which guy? Who are you asking about? Chris Bell in Miami?
Yeah, Chris Bell. There's like they picked 2 guys, right? And one of them's injured, and the other one's not. Chris Bell's the one who's injured.
Chris Bell is the one who's injured. He played in Louisville. He's absolute monster, but he's coming off an ACL, so we'll see how he does.
Right.
He is genuinely one of the better receivers in this draft class. Caleb Douglas was absolutely balls out at the Senior Bowl, but he's definitely a lesser known name. Like, it was a surprising pick, but the guy is a baller.
The problem is, by the time Bell gets back, that team might be so trashy that they're going to have like Skylar Thompson in, and I mean, not that they're trying to bench their starter, but will Malik Willis hold up for the entire season? We've never really seen him in a full-time role. All right, we got you in the clock. Of course, picking the Pittsburgh guys, your favorites. I do like the third tight end there. Seems to be a pretty good strategy.
And the third QB
and
to stack
Rodgers. Stack it up.
That's a fun way to end that.
Now I wish that like
I love those picks.
Tyreek Hill. Is there like a could you have gone Jeremy Bernard instead of
we disagree entirely on Jeremy Bernard. Like I don't see it.
But he doesn't have any competition for number 3. He doesn't have any competition for the number 3
for the number 3 in Pittsburgh. You want the number 3 receiver in Pittsburgh. The number 2 receiver in Pittsburgh last year sucked.
Yeah, but Michael Pittman's going to be better. Oh, this Poodles guy, really?
Yeah, so there's less targets. And Aaron Rodgers plays like this. Okay, 59 seconds and then snap it.
And this draft, I really feel like kind of just fell to me throughout. It felt really good. I didn't have to reach on anything. I got exactly who I wanted throughout. I'm going to close this out with Terrence Ferguson. We know this guy can catch freaking bombs. His average depth of target was around 20 last year, and he's going to be an important part of that offense. So going in the 18th round is absolutely silly for someone who will have multiple spikes weeks. And I will bet on his TD props. You will hear that on the show every Thursday for the first 4 or 5 weeks until the pricing gets cleaned up, because that man catches a touchdown more than 1/9 of the time or whatever they're willing to pay us for it. So, and I'm definitely smashing the 2 TDs too, because he is right there. Right there.
I love that Terrence Ferguson is your plant flag guy. I fuck with it. Nice deep name.
I really hope I end up like 30%.
Let's run these teams down. We're just doing them ourselves. Let us know in the comments which team you like the most, especially if you stuck with us this long. All right. I got Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, J.K. Dobbins, Zach Charbonnet, Emmett Johnson, Tedero McMillan, Zay Flower, Jordan Tyson, Jordan Addison, Jalen McMillan, Brandon Ayuk, Tyreek Hill, Harold Finn, TJ Hawkinson, and Pat Freiermuth to end that out. This is one of my favorite rosters I've ever had. We'll see which one the viewers like more, because my team last time, it might be a bomb-ass team, but it looks gross on paper. This draft, I think we're going to be pretty close. Like, QB room, I'm keeping it a little questionable, but Aaron Rodgers, if he's back in Pitt, this feels like a real safe room. I wanted JJM there, but it didn't work out. Saquon, Ashton, G&T just really buoy this RB room. Like
Yeah.
JK, Zach, and Emmett, we'll see if any of them play well, but like I'm sure that I'm gonna get 2 RB1 weeks. And then ending off with Tetaroa, Zay Flowers, Jordan Tyson, Jordan Addison, and the interesting wide receiver room to end it off. Like, I feel really good about this room. And if one of those two guys at the end turns into a decent receiver, this is balls out, fantastic team. And then Harold Van, TJ Hawk, and Pat Fryermuth. I just feel like that's a fun lineup to go into every week. Like, I was close to going Shador or Deshaun instead of Aaron, but like, I like the team. At a glance, how do you like it, Scott? Well, I'm pulling you up.
Yeah, well, let's see. Lamar, Kyler, I think that's a great 1-2 punch there. Aaron Rodgers third. Like, did you necessarily need him? I don't. If Lamar and Kyler stay healthy, you could have almost gone McCarthy there to like kind of. It would have been unique as an 18th pick.
I couldn't. Yeah, he just didn't make it. It didn't land for me.
It would have had to go instead of the Rodgers. You could have done that instead of the Rodgers thing. You have 3 running backs for the 2 spots. Wait, somebody drafted him?
Yeah, somebody drafted him.
Oh, weird. Never see that.
Oh,
happen.
Damn. No, I did not know he was all the way down at QB 30.
Oh, he gone.
That's on me.
He gone.
Yep, I'll be
I
honest.
mean, it's right. It's a unique take at it. And it's
dude, I thought he was QB 30. Oh my. Everyone's believing in Kyler.
Oh, definitely. If I had like a heavy Minnesota stack and I didn't get Kyler, that's when I would go take JJ McCarthy in the 18th. I love your wide receiver room. I would have swapped out Tyreek Hill for Lane, right? And double stack your QB.
I like that. Yeah, you're right there. That's a good.
And then instead of Fryermuth, was Njoku still on the board on that pick? Or had he just gone? He was like
probably just went.
Nope, he was still there because he went right before my pick. So
Njoku
is rumored to go to Baltimore.
Oh,
that would have been.
Is that actually?
That's the latest rumor, because he's still out there, right? And they need a tight end more than almost anybody else. So would have maybe done that instead of Fryermuth. So like abandon the random Pittsburgh at the end, but love the wide receiver room. I mean, the first 6 will carry you, and that's why the 7th was like a week 17 spike kind of guy that you want to go for with
a fingers crossed
Lamar. Yeah. Right. It's not you don't need him to score weeks 1 through 12. You need him to score in the playoffs. I know the playoffs start after 12, but ideally he's heating up. But you could be Ricky Pearsall and suck all season and be really good in week 17. I mean, that's what matters sometimes.
That's a dream. I mean,
it was the dream.
Let's break down yours. You got Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Shuck, and Cam Ward. I love that start. Like that's just a fun QB room, because it doesn't look that great on paper if you only watch last year's football, but those teams really set up themselves for success.
Yeah, I like this QB room. I think there'll be a decent score each week. I went with the 2 RBs to start things off. And then Bucky is a third. So I got, you have Saquon, Dobbins, and Ginty. So, I mean, definitely Saquon
I take your guys 9 days out of 9.
I mean, Ginty's better than Love for sure.
Yeah. Totally.
Be more consistent, and maybe the Raiders will be a better offense than Arizona, but Bucky over Dobbins is like a pretty huge advantage. And then the Spear stack, and then we've talked about Kamara plenty, but at 198 to stack him with Shuck makes so much sense. And then wide receivers, we got the double stack in Tennessee. We got the triple stack in Jacksonville. We have interdivision. I didn't even realize that I was going so heavily for that division. I love to do. And then I got the stack in Olave. And then like Jacksonville, Tennessee, Indianapolis, we don't know the schedule yet. It's usually high probability that these teams play a divisional matchup in week 17. So I should have some sort of week 17 edge potentially. Plus, if that division turns into some wild, like non-defensive, kind of crazy back and forth. I mean, I know they have to play Houston a couple times. But I don't know, kind of fun. And then tight ends to end it. Got Gadsden at a discount. Do you want to scroll down for me?
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Sorry, my
I
bad.
looked at my phone for 2
I
seconds.
know I was forgetting.
Relax.
It's my fault. I was trying to remember, but no, I got the Gunnar Helm stack, and then Ferguson. Like as I said, that's gonna be my upside player. Just get ready to put him on the weekly touchdown card until the market catches up. What do you think?
Yeah, dude, I like it. Like the RB room, you're just well set up. I like the 3 strong RBs to start a draft that really landed for you well. And I like the Jeremiah Love pick. I think that was smart at that ADP too. Like he's kind of been plummeting, which is awesome for getting him there. And then you have like you have just the most interesting wide receiver room because I feel like I could end up with this and only have like 1 or 2 stacks and feel so much worse about this room. But if you get the AFC South to hit, this is just going to be a lights out closer. This is a unique team. And this is the only part that I'll give critique on. Like, similar to my Pittsburgh at the end, dude, Terrence Ferguson just I don't know if he fits this roster as much. Like, I feel like you could find a New Orleans or like a Jacksonville guy just late. I'm pretty sure they got Tanner Koziel. Um, like lesser known name, but he at least gives you something with Trevor Lawrence. With this team being so reliant on the AFC South, I feel like you're going to be so either way. So why not buy in entirely? But I do love the pick regardless. Like, I think the team's fun. I'd be pretty happy if I ended up with this roster, but I like mine a touch more.
Hey, fair enough. We'll let the voters tell us which lineup
Please.
they like more. I'm stoked. This is my first BBM, and I'm excited to put my signature on this one. So
Oh, yeah.
I like to, well, early on, I pretend that I like to rate these things because you get into the playoffs and you like see some of the teams you hated the most, and they're the ones who have made it. And some of the ones you really liked didn't get there. I think I give myself a 4 out of 5 on this one. My wide receivers are hyper dependent on Tennessee and Jacksonville having some passing offense from week to week. If both of them take a deuce in the same week, then I'm relying on Olave and Downs to get the job done. So maybe a little thin at receiver, but if the quarterbacks exceed their expectations, the team should be pulled up with them. So it was fun. Stoked to do this today.
Damn right. Well, similarly, love my team. I think I give myself 4 out of 5 as well too. But we've heard us talk about it enough. We're at a minute 36. Thank you for sticking around with us. Appreciate you guys sticking with us for the long form content. We are going to have tons more drafts going in. Don't worry, you'll see our profiles, everything else, and we will be with you. Please like, share, subscribe, follow. Let us know what you think. Please comment on there. And thank you guys for being with us as my actually also you can find our socials at Duck League Champ and at SML Test. Please check those out. We got the links in our description below, and have a fantastic night. As our co-host says, always or I always forget the ending line. I've never been good at the outro, man.
Christian
You know what, Scott,
McCaffrey forever.
there
Pat
it is.
Fryermuth never.
Ah, man, I don't agree with that one bit. You guys have a great night.
Peace.